All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to jump right into Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad and break down the 10 steps he lays out for waking up your inner financial genius.
So, Kiyosaki kicks things off with this really powerful idea. He says that financial opportunities are literally everywhere, like gold just lying on the ground. The big question is, why don't we all see it? Well, he argues it has nothing to do with luck. It's all about training your mind to see the opportunities that everyone else just walks right past.
You see, our culture pretty much hands us a script, right? Go to school, get a safe job, and work really hard for your money. The huge problem with that, Kiyosaki says, is that it never teaches us the most important skill of all, how to have our money work for us. And that is exactly why our financial genius is just, well, it's fast asleep.
So, to wake that genius up, we're going to break down these 10 steps into 3 core themes. First, we'll tackle the inner game, your mindset. Then we'll move to the outer game, your strategy. And finally, we'll cover the glue that holds it all together, the habit of discipline.
Okay, let's get into it. Now, this journey doesn't start with spreadsheets or stock picks, not at all. It starts inside your own head. It begins with your internal foundation, that deep, emotional why behind your desire to build wealth in the first place.
So the very first step is for you to answer this question, and I mean really answer it. You've got to find a reason that's so powerful it becomes your fuel. We're not talking about a casual wish for more cash. We're talking about a purpose so deep that it will drag you through every single setback you're going to face along the way.
And that super powerful reason, it usually comes from a mix of 2 things. What you desperately want to get away from, your don't wants, and what you deeply, truly desire, your wants. It's the push from the things you can't stand combined with the pull of the life you dream of. That combo creates unstoppable motivation.
Okay, next up, find your heroes. I'm talking about the legends, the people you admire, whether it's an investor like Warren Buffett or some trailblazing entrepreneur. When you study people who've already done what you want to do, the impossible suddenly feels possible. They make complicated stuff look simple and give you a kind of blueprint to follow.
And the last piece of the mindset puzzle is a bit of a paradox, but it's huge. To get what you want, you first need to give. What does that mean? Well, if you want more sales, you first need to give amazing value. If you want to learn something, try teaching it to someone else. By giving away what you're seeking, you actually create the conditions for it to come flooding back to you.
So, once you've got that internal game on lock, it's time to build your strategy for the outside world. This is all about the how, the specific knowledge and tactics you need to manage your money effectively.
This next step is huge. It's about realizing that every single dollar that passes through your hands, it's a choice, it's a vote. With every dollar, you're choosing whether you're going to be rich, poor, or middle class. Your daily spending habits are literally telling the story of your financial future.
And here's a stark way to think about that choice. The book points out that maybe 90% of people will go out and buy consumer stuff, like a brand new TV. But only about 10% will invest in their single greatest asset, their own mind. They're trying to buy investments without first investing in their financial education.
And that right there highlights a fundamental shift you have to make. If you want different results in your life, you can't keep using this same old formula. Most people follow just one recipe: work hard for money. But the wealthy? They're constantly learning new recipes for how money is actually made.
Now this is a big one. A key part of your strategy is building a team of pros, accountants, attorneys, brokers, and paying them well. Why would you do that? Because their expertise should be making you way more money than they cost. Their success is literally your success.
Okay, next up is a pro-level concept, return of capital. A sophisticated investor's first question isn't how much profit will I make? It's how fast do I get my initial investment back? The goal is to get your original cash out of a deal as quickly as you can so you can use it on the next deal, all while you still own the first asset, which is now essentially free.
All right, we've covered mindset and strategy. Now for the final piece of the puzzle. And honestly, this might be the toughest part of all. It's about turning all this knowledge into action through sheer, unbreakable self-discipline.
And look, it really all boils down to this. Without self-discipline, all the financial knowledge in the world is, well, it's completely useless. Kiyosaki says this one single thing is the biggest difference between the rich, the poor, and the middle class.
So think about how most people handle their money. The paycheck hits the bank, and what's the first thing they do?
They pay their rent, they pay their credit cards, they pay the government, they pay literally everyone else first, and then, if there happens to be anything left, they might try to save it.
But the rich formula, it flips that completely on its head. The number one rule is pay yourself first. And yeah, this takes guts. It means the second you get paid, you put money into your asset column before you pay a single bill. That pressure you feel from creditors, it's no longer a problem. It becomes your motivation to go out and create even more income.
Doing this, though, means you have to have the discipline to tune out all the chicken littles in your life. You know who I'm talking about. The people who are always afraid, always telling you the sky is falling, always giving you 100 reasons why your idea won't work. You've got to be brave enough to not follow the crowd.
And the final test of discipline, how you buy the nice things in life. See, there are two roads. The easy road is just to slap it on a credit card. The hard road is to use that desire for a luxury to motivate your financial genius. You build an asset first, and then you let the asset buy the luxury for you. The hard road now makes life easy later.
So at the end of the day, all of these steps, they're really about building up your financial IQ so you can make a choice, a really important choice. Because money is an incredibly powerful force. If you don't learn how to master it, you can be sure that it will master you. And the question Kiyosaki leaves us with is, which one is it going to be?